Peter, what is it? Are you getting, like, the tingle thing? Is the tingle thing happening? Is your tingle tingling?
Spider-Man Brand New Day will now be released before Avengers Doomsday. This makes it inevitable that the film will mainly focus on street-level characters. However, the street-level characters we're talking about here are not just extremely minor ones like Daredevil. After all these years, Hulk will return in the Spider-Man Brand New Day movie. In fact, when the movie was first announced, there were rumors that Hulk would be the main villain. But so many things were debated between Marvel and Sony that the storyline of the film remained uncertain. Now that the Avengers movies have been delayed, things have settled down a bit, and the direction of the stories has become more clear. So, why will Hulk be the villain in Spider-Man Brand New Day? Has Hulk become a bad character now? Let's talk a bit about that. While I explain the latest details on this topic, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video so you don't miss out on any new updates. In Spider-Man No Way Home, Doctor Strange erased Peter Parker from the memories of everyone in the universe. However, according to the comics, although Bruce Banner forgot Peter Parker, Hulk did not. If Smart Hulk returns in Spider-Man's fourth movie, it means he still knows Peter's secret identity. This is a very crucial detail for the film, because it was said that Spider-Man would not be part of Avengers Doomsday. But with the delay of the film, Marvel and Sony sat back down at the table and decided to include Spider-Man again. To bring him into the story, they might use Hulk as a connection. Most likely, to include Spider-Man in the Avengers Doomsday movie, they'll use Hulk. After all, no one could add someone who's been forgotten by the entire world to the Avengers. But Bruce Banner, aka Hulk, knew Spider-Man very well. Let me tell you this, Hulk will not be a good character in this movie. So what exactly could cause Hulk to go rogue? In Spider-Man Brand New Day, we'll see the villain Mr. Negative, who has the power to reverse everything. He can turn a good person evil or an evil person good. In the comics, Mr. Negative was the one who transformed Venom into anti-Venom. Currently, Hulk is in a stable condition and being controlled by Bruce Banner in his Smart Hulk form. But thanks to Mr. Negative's powers, this control could be reversed. Hulk could be transformed back into his true self, even more powerful than before. If Hulk is turned to the dark side, he will become an unstoppable force, just like in the comics. In such a scenario, both Hulk's reputation will be damaged, and Spider-Man, along with other street-level characters, will try to stop him. When Hulk's suppressed rage is finally unleashed after years of Banner's control, we'll get to see the Savage Hulk. At this point, the plot of the film would actually make a lot of sense based on earlier statements. It would be a production that unites both those who've been wanting to see Hulk's full power for years and those who want to watch a Spider-Man movie. Marvel and Disney still do not own the distribution rights to the Hulk. That's why they can't make solo films for the character or release the already made films on their own platforms. Because Universal still holds the distribution rights, but Marvel can still use Hulk as a supporting character in other films. That's why Marvel constantly uses Hulk in supporting roles in its movies to continue his story. The Captain America Brave New World movie we watched this year was practically a part-time Hulk movie. All the villains and characters in that movie were from the 2008 Hulk film. So, in the new Spider-Man movie, they need to use a supporting character from the MCU. Let me give you an example. In Spider-Man Homecoming, Iron Man was used next to Sony's Spider-Man. In Far From Home, it was Nick Fury. In No Way Home, they brought in Doctor Strange. Now, they'll bring in Hulk alongside Spider-Man, because in the deal between Marvel and Sony, there has to be at least one prestigious MCU character used alongside Spider-Man in order for the agreement to continue. Hulk might be placed opposite Spider-Man, at least for a short time. Seeing Spider-Man, who recently defeated Doctor Strange, go up against Savage Hulk would be absolutely amazing. But honestly, I think it would be ridiculous for a character who no longer has Stark suits to defeat Hulk. That's why I'm really curious who will win the fight between Spider-Man and Hulk. We might see a Peter Parker who defeats Savage Hulk using clever calculations again. But let me tell you this, when Hulk truly loses control, not even the entire world combined could stop him. Even the weakest version of Hulk in the MCU could throw a massive rock into space with enough force to burn through the atmosphere. Spider-Man is definitely a powerful character, but he can never match Hulk. Of course, with his reflexes, he can dodge Hulk. But in his savage form, Hulk can move at insane speeds and leap incredibly high because, as the name suggests, he is the Incredible Hulk. We're people who've seen the film where Sam Wilson fights Red Hulk, so in a situation like this, it wouldn't suit us to throw shade at Spider-Man or Hulk. We don't know whether Hulk will recover by the end of the film, or if he'll remain in this form permanently. But the events in this movie could be highly important for the upcoming World War Hulk film. In the comics, when Hulk experienced gamma poisoning, he became extremely powerful but lost his sanity and turned into Maestro Hulk. In the MCU, if Hulk loses control because of Mr. Negative, he might be imprisoned in a way that prevents recovery. Of course, a scenario like that would lay solid groundwork for both Civil War II and World War Hulk. The events in Civil War II happened due to the destruction caused by uncontrolled powers. If Hulk is still seen as a dangerous monster in the eyes of the world, he may never regain his former image. In fact, realizing that Hulk still loses control and causes harm when he does, some heroes might even consider killing him. Therefore, Marvel and Sony making such a decision would be perfect in every way. As the new Avengers films approach, showing Bruce Banner's current state and explaining how he will be included in the story is a great idea. Also, we were wondering why Mark Ruffalo wasn't in the confirmed cast for Avengers Doomsday. Maybe it's because Hulk is not himself, or at the end of the film he fears his own power and disappears, making it impossible to know where he's hiding. Another strong possibility is that Bruce Banner disappears forever, and only Hulk controls the body from then on, because the idea of Bruce Banner controlling Hulk's body is just plain silly. In the comics, Smart Hulk was a version where Hulk himself had become intelligent. But in the MCU, Smart Hulk was simply Hulk's body under Bruce Banner's control, which was frankly nonsense. Will Hulk's son Scar appear in this film or not? We don't know. Maybe Scar has gone back to Sakaar and is hanging out with his mother. However, when we see Scar's new form, we'll notice that he's grown his hair out again and looks more like he does in the comics. Bruce Banner, meanwhile, will fall victim to manipulation by Mr. Negative and his followers while staying on Earth. My main theory is this. Kingpin has been elected mayor of New York, and his goal is to rid the world of all superhumans. He doesn't want superheroes acting unlawfully, because we all know that normal people can't stop Kingpin, but superheroes easily could. So, Kingpin may hire Mr. Negative to turn those considered heroes into villains. This would create a strong connection between the upcoming Spider-Man brand New Day film and the Daredevil Born Again series. Because right now, Daredevil Born Again is in production, and behind-the-scenes footage has confirmed that Jessica Jones is returning. Jessica Jones coming back means street-level characters are gathering. That's why the real villain who hired Mr. Negative being Kingpin will be a crucial detail in the new Spider-Man film. Yes, my friends, I hope you've enjoyed the content I've prepared. If there are other videos you want to see, don't forget to leave a comment. That's all from me for now. Take care and goodbye.